So there is no such thing as black excellence, and there is no such thing as black success, or none of that shit. Let me tell you something. Everybody that you see that's quote unquote black and that's using that title and trying to say, yeah, we empowering black people, we showing black people they can do it too. They fucking liars. They're culture vultures. Black is forgotten. Again, there's no such thing as black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really naturally, that's not what we are. Black culture and black people, when you think of that, you think of forgotten people, unknown people, cut off people, don't know who they really are. So you just ball them up and you throw them in this black category based off of certain characteristics and features that they have. You know? So my whole thing with these so-called black excellence people and shit like that, they know they can't play off of white people money that well. They need our money also. So they will us in by saying, I'm a part of you, we're all the same. But when you look at the shit, who are they really helping? Right? Like, people say, okay, T.I., he feeding people, he helping people in this community. Young Jeezy helping people in this community. Master P helping people in this community. You know, all these other people. And when you look at it, it's like, okay, you push out negative music, right? And you sell it across the border. So you got a person from Wisconsin, you got black people from Wisconsin to Tennessee to New York to California to Ohio, you know, Iowa, all these places that buy your records, put money into everything that you do, and the message that they receive from you is a negative message. But then you go in your communities in the cities where you from and you're talking to elementary students. You're talking to groups of people and you're informing them and you letting them know like, hey, you know, don't do this. Don't do that. This is ignorant, you know, blah, 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 do-si-do. And because they're able to meet with you hands on and communicate with you, they will get that message clear. They may be able to easily ignore the negative content that you put out in music because they face to face with you. They mean you in the flesh. But what about the other people that's not? You see what I'm saying? All of that helping people out, that shit is just a cover up. You know what I'm saying? But you got to open up your eyes to the shit and you got to see these fucking people ain't helping everybody that's quote unquote black. They just waiting for your ass to get rich and then now you can be a part of that group. It's just like with white people. Rich white people don't really give a fuck about poor white people. It's classes. Upper class and lower class. You see what I'm saying? And what you have is you have a lot of white people who, instead of them looking at it like that, they just want to rush and just get to the top with the other people so they can be a part of their social club. And black people do the same thing. Black people ain't gonna give a damn about you or how positive you are or what you're doing for the community if you're not popular while doing it. You got to be popular while doing it or you got to be famous while doing it. And that's the only way you're going to get accepted. So when people come out and they say this and that and they try to get these speeches and shit like that, man, all of that shit is a cover up. Because it's no way that you living and you deciding to live in the mansion. And you know how difficult it is for your people, and the best you can do is you can get them words of inspiration. You can get words of inspiration from anybody of any color, of any culture, of any race, whatever you want to call it. So that words of inspiration shit don't mean nothing to me. And I know what I'm talking about highly when I say this shit. Because as an artist, I refuse to talk about negative content in order to make money. I refuse to make certain songs in order to get to fame and popularity. And I got people that look at me and say, oh, he threw his life away. He didn't take his music serious. No, it's just that I refuse to talk about shit that's going to hurt people. So I made the decision to take the back road to go, no, I'm not about to do this. I have to find a different route. I don't care how talented and creative I can be with my wordplay. I just refuse to talk. I can't even write that shit out and bring that shit out of me. It's not even in me. I can't even fake write no negative shit. So that's just how I feel about black excellence, black success, and all of this shit that they try to push out just so they can get a bunch of black people to tune in because they know white folks ain't gonna really tune in and support the shit. So they want to just wheel the money in from real black people, those who are forgotten, those who do live in these crime infested areas, or who, barely making it, trying to get out the suburb and trying to get their shit together. They robbing us.